Good morning, everyone. It's Katie from onthebanksofsquawcreek.com, and today I'm going to show you how to use PicMonkey to make a header image for your blogger blog. So we are going to start out by going to Design and click on Facebook cover. This is kind of a cheater way to do it, but it's going to work really well because then you can also use this on your blog's Facebook page. I'm going to leave my canvas color white, but if you wanted to change it, you could certainly do that right away here. Okay, I'm going to go back over to the white. I want to start out by adding the title of my blog. Now, this is a fictional blog that's called Running Through Motherhood, and it's supposed to be about exercising for busy moms. I type each word in a different box. And the reason for that is that I'm going to make them different fonts and different sizes. Would help if I typed it correctly. Then I go back and click on the box and click on the fonts that I think I might want. Go to the corner of the box and drag it to make it bigger. And then reposition it. Now I can go to the side and drag this in so that the box isn't so ridiculously large without affecting the size of the text. Again, I'll drag that in so the box isn't so big, and then drag my text to a different size. I like to use no more than 2 or 3 fonts in my designs, and I like them to sort of work together. So I'm really not sure about this typewriter type font, but that's okay because I can just hop over here to my fonts on the left-hand side and change them if I want. This one I can actually bold. Some of the fonts you can bold, some you cannot. I kind of like that. I really like that one. Okay. Then I want to change the color of these words. So I click on it and I come over here and can drag to a color that I like. Okay. Now, I can see I'm not quite centered. I'm just going to center it just a little bit better here. Then I want to add a little graphic of some sort. So if you go here to overlays, it's the butterfly thing. You can add one of the ones that they have here. You can also add your own, which this is how I would add a photo to this if you wanted to make a collage. You can, going back to the beginning, instead of clicking on design, you can click on collage to make a collage too. But if you were just making a graphic with text and things like that, I would definitely do it in design. Anyway, I sort of want an arrow to show direction. They have a ton of arrows here that are cute. I do pay for the subscription, so I have access to these royal ones. Arrows are so popular right now. And that one's kind of cute. The other idea that I had was down here under correction marks. Where'd it go? And the best way to get to know what they have here is just to click around until you find what you're looking for. Here's the other one that I was considering. I think I'm going to go with the simpler one this time. And then sometimes if my blog has a tagline, I like to include that in the header image too. It just gives people a little bit better idea what to expect. So I'm going to go back to the text here, add another text box, and my tagline is because I'm not sure I'm going to make it to the finish line. I am going to use the same font that I used here for from, which was Francois 1. So I'll click back on that text box, click on Francois 1, make it a little bit bigger, sort of center it. If you want it to be absolutely centered, you can stretch out your text box all the way from one end to the other, and then come over here and press center. Okay? Now I want the text to be the same color as the orange, so if you click on this little box over here, you get an eyedropper, and you can go choose a color. This works really nicely with food photographs when you want to put a title on it, or even a craft photograph or something like that if you want the title to really coordinate with the picture. Whoops. Now I clicked right on the edge of that and got a shadow color instead. And I think I'll move this up a little bit. Now you can just play around with whatever you want and make it look exactly the way that you want it. You can add borders if you want. Well, I kind of didn't expect to like that, but I do. You can change the colors of those borders. You can do this shadow. You can see there's just tons of options. So I would keep it from being too scrapbooky, I guess. I think simpler looks better and more professional, but it's totally up to you and whatever your style is. So if you wanted to go to these overlays, you know, and really go crazy with some butterflies or some of these graphic blooms or things like that, you could definitely do that if that fits in with the tone and the style of your blog and what you want to do. So when you are happy with it, it is time to save it. So you just come up here to save, give it a title, and then these here are the quality. I usually just go with the medium quality and save it to your computer. It will ask you where you want to save it. It's a good idea to have a file in your pictures file that is just pictures for your blog. So I would save it in there, or I'm just going to save it in my photos right now. Press save, and there it is. Then you can go and upload it to your Blogger blog. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me via my blog, www.onthebanksofsquawcreek.com, and I hope this tutorial works well for you.